Hi, friends, it's Peg, and I am just going to talk a little bit this morning about the practice of art journaling. You know, this whole year I was going to concentrate on doing more in my journals, and I don't even know where it is right now. I have a calendar that I was working on when I was traveling. Let's see if I can find it and dig it out. But I was trying to put things that were important to me in that calendar and then maybe transfer some of those pictures and thoughts and ideas into my work in my art journal. Get my garbage can over here close to me. But this is real easy. I have lots of bins with things that I've die cut, papers that I've painted, things that I've stamped that can all be part of an art journal page. And I just collect them in these trays of things. I've got lots of these kinds of trays with things. I've got punches and dies and all of that. But if you don't have all of that, you can just start out with a simple paper pack. This morning I was going through and I was cutting out some of these components for an art journal page. These particular ones come from a paper pack, and you can very easily purchase a paper pack that can be cut up and collaged. I've got a couple of books here that I want to show you from Elizabeth Craft Design. I know they change all the time and they're not always the same ones available. I don't think these two are available currently, but I think there is one out that you can pick up if you're interested. And I think I have a link in the description box to my affiliate page. And there should be, if I have any links that are going to save you some money, you can go to my affiliate page, and if there's a discount, it will give it to you. I think I'm affiliated with Elizabeth Craft Design. I haven't checked. I've been gone for 2 months, and I can't even tell you who all I have had these associations with. But I'm just cutting up these numbers and letters and things. But let me show you where this came from. This is a book from Elizabeth Craft Design, and I've got a couple of them here. And it's got 32 double-sided sheets that are a thin weight and then 32 that are a thicker weight. So these are just a paperweight here, which are great for gluing down and collaging. If I want to create a background, now I can pull some of these lighter weight papers out and put them down and glue some of these heavier cardstock, or these in the back are more like cardstock or tags and things. And so these are the cardstock ones that I've been cutting out here to use as components. Now, when I was looking at journals, this is a small journal that I had started work in, and I was making something out of an envelope. So this was just a envelope that I was making a pocket here, so that you could take something like these and stick them into a pocket. You can take this waterfall and I can glue components in on this waterfall. This can flip up this way. I can add another piece in here. Let's see what I've got. I can add this. going this direction, so then you've got a waterfall component in your book, which is kind of cool. So that's one small journal idea. And this is a very small journal, but you can do a lot with a small journal. You don't have to have a great big thing. This journal is just a little bit larger, and you can see that I started by gluing some pieces in here. This has the cord binding, and these two come from Elizabeth Craft Design. But what I've done is I've gone through and I've cut some papers to go in here in a journal that can then be decorated. So, now that I've got something glued down on here, I can take some inks and I can, start to distress my page. Look around and see what you have. You may have different stamps, or I'm going to stick something behind there. Make it more solid. We've all got lots of things in our stash that we can stamp and stencil and, create with paint. I particularly like ink. Not everybody likes to work with ink, but I happen to love ink. So I've grunged that page up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit in here on this piece that's glued down. And collage doesn't have to make sense. It is just what it is. But this is a way to start your, it's kind of a therapeutic warm-up for you each day. This is a piece of map I like. Probably a little bit large for what I want here, but you can see I can just go through and start picking out things. Now, I want to add something here. I've got some little tags and things that I've die cut. I've also got things like this, which are pretty big. I know I've got other things. These are in this bin. I have a whole bunch of papers and things that I've cut out of magazines. That must have been an art magazine. That looks almost like Van Gogh. Might be Van Gogh. Who knows? Oh, I've got some butterflies. I like that. Might be a little bit large for what I'm thinking. I'm going to look through my washi tapes and see, oh, I like this bee. See what I've got for different washi tape. There's a cute little flowery thing. So let me pull a few of those things out. Let's see what we can do collage-wise. What's in here? This is a little envelope of stuff. Somebody probably sent this to me. Oh, I like that. That's some lacy yarn type stuff. let's pull that out. Okay, and this is kind of cool. It looks like it's a stamp almost. This is some other collage paper that I picked up. I think this might be some of the stuff from Ranger. But you can see it's got a lot of collage components on here already. So let's pull some of these out. But let me show you before I get into doing this page, before I do any more on this page. This book and this book has all of that stuff in it. You know, all of these things that you can cut out individually. It's double-sided paper, so you have choices about what you can use. All of this stuff that's already cut into strips for you in collage. These tags are pretty cool. I like those. I might actually use one of those. Let me just cut one of those out. I might need one of those. And that's what's cool about having a book like this, because there's a lot of these kind of components in here. So let me throw that in my pile of stuff. This really cool thing here. This looks like some kind of record or journal. Look at this with the fruit. These look like gooseberries or something. Love that. Love that paper. So these are just wonderful, wonderful papers. Tags. That's something I must have used already. Throw that out there because I might use it some more. These can be cut up too, these kinds of tags. But you can see just how wonderful a book like this is for doing collage. You know, these words, carpe diem, so very loved, all of this. Oh, I love this page. I know I'm going to have to cut this page up. So anyway, let me set this aside. And let's go back to the page that I have here. Now, remember I mentioned stamps. These are just some things that I pulled out. I've got some rub-ons here. I've got some stamps that might work well in a collage. This, I love all the components in this paper. I'm going to cut this. Make it smaller pieces that are a little more usable. You know, you can take just the smallest little piece here, or the stamped component here. Cut this down. That's pretty cool. Okay, liking that. See, here's another strip of paper that's got some text on it. Here's some postal pieces. And this little piece, you know, that one can be cut out. This label here can be cut out. So, I mean, all of these pieces can be used in your collage. I like this little blue piece here too. So I'm going to cut that down because that might need to be glued onto something. Okay. So we've got enough components out here. Going back to my journal here. Now I think it needs some stamping or something. And you can just audition things on your page. This is a little sticker that looks like lace. That's in Paris, that piece there. I've got all of these things. I love this bee. I'm liking the bee. And I like this piece here. Here's some of this really cool stuff. See, now this, I really like this butterfly, but it's a tad bit large. But you don't have to put the whole thing on your page. You could just do a portion of it. You see how you can pull these things together. There's a little bit of blue down here. There's nothing blue over here. You might want to bring that over to the edge of the page and tie that in. So I'm starting to form some ideas about how I want to collage this piece. Going to get some glue. All right, I like this bee. This is just a magazine image that I not die cut. I just took a punch. Punched a circle out. But I do want this more distressed. What portion of this do I like? I like it's bringing out the green and the orange here. Let me get this piece. And I want to distress this also. Just keep layering. I'm going to get some glue on this. Add it. Got a little more glue than I needed. So I'm going to take some of that and get it on this piece of cloth here. Add it down here to the bottom. I can trim this up later. Just adds another texture, another dimension. Let's see. Let's get, oh boy, I can't reach it. I was trying to reach some toweling so I could clean this up. I have my rags here too. I keep baby wipes and just old t-shirt material for rags on my desk because I get kind of messy with the glue sometimes, and I may need to mop some of that excess up. Okay, so stamps. We were talking about stamps. This one is pretty cool. It's a postal thing. This is a nice one. It's got texture, but I've got some written material in there. So like if you didn't have paper that had this, you could use a stamp. I think I like this one. It's more of a printed text. So let me get, this is pumice stone. I don't know if this is going to be dark enough, but I'm going to use it. And I'm not going to stamp the whole image. I'm just going to stamp a portion of it because remember, we're collaging. We're not using any one component completely. We're collaging. So I'm just going to stamp right down there on that corner. And you can see that it adds that little bit of texture there in the corner. And I'm going to take this other one, another textural thing, and stamp it up here. Like that. Okay, like that. So that's stamping. We've glued things, we've stamped things, we've cut things out, used different components. Let's use some rub-ons. If I can get this out of the packaging. There we go. I think I want something a little dark. Just so we've got a bold element. So I'm going to cut out this handle with care. And rub that on right here. See if I can get that to transfer. Some of my rub-ons are a little bit older. They don't like to transfer real well. Here we go. That's pretty cool. Handle with care. Now let's see. Do I want to use this bee? I kind of thought I did. I like that, but there might be something else. Just looking through things here. Oh, no, I like that. That's a moth. It's smaller than the butterfly. So it might be pretty good. Let me look through. These are larger components, so I'm going to set those aside. Let me look in this bin. I might just want to add a tag across there. This is part of the fun of collage, is looking through all of these things that we've collected. Oh, no, there's some bling. Might have to add some bling. There's a round tag. These are papers. These are tags. This could be fun on there too. This is a little tuck. Now this could go on here and have a place to tuck things in. So, what does this one say? I have all kinds of die cuts. That's kind of cool. It says noted. But I think I like this color better. Yeah, I do like that color better. There's a cool floral. Ah, this is beautiful. That's kind of cool. So you see how you can just continue to play until you're happy with your end results. I have tags here Those are kind of big, but this could make a tip out in here. So let's see. What do I want to do on here? I've got all kinds of things now. Let's see how we want this to end up. I like this tag. So I'm going to glue it down before I change my mind. Helps if I get it on there straight, though. Okay. So I like that. Now this, I'm not so sure about. Okay, so I've got a pearl swirl. Pearl swirl. And I think I want to put, I do want to put this piece on. And then add the pearl maybe. It's twisted. There. Now, do I want to go back to the contrasting floral? I think the moth is just too neutral. So we're going to pass on him. What else do I have here? I have this leaf, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, liking that. So we'll add that leaf. We'll distress the edge of this. too many pearls underneath there. I'm just going to cut those out to make it lumpy. There. I add this little flower component up here. A little glue. Fasten that down just like that. Don't seem to be able to keep it there. Where is my clip? I had some clips out here. Now it wants to stay. Okay. Now it's going to stay there. Good. Now I've got blue, blue, blue carrying across. I've got the rusty color carrying back this way. I've got a dark. This does make sense. I don't know if I want to add. I think this tag is too big, so I don't think I'm going to do that. We used these. This. Am I going to use this? Let me cut it down and look at it on the page. There's a point where you're going overboard and you need to look at your page, see if it's coming together, and know when to stop. I just have way too much fun. But there's always the next page, right? So this could become part of this by layering here. There's some more rub on. Get this out of the way. I also will need some kind of brad or something. Let me see. Here's some little ones. That ought to work. I just need to poke a hole in my tag here so I can add this little teeny tiny brad. Oops, where'd it go? Dark brad on a dark table. That doesn't work very good. Okay. Let's open that up. There we go. Now we got a little brad. I've got to rub on. This has a item number. So I'm going to rub that on there. There we go. Needs a description. So let's do specimen. It also needs a date. So let's see, today is today's the 3rd, so we're going to say 2, 3, and 23. Turn this into a real tag that has a little meaning to our page, even though it's collage and it doesn't necessarily have to mean anything. It's just our own imaginations. Gotta get that off. Yes, I am. Okay, so I got that. Glue that down. Got some more. Words. Because words are good. Moves your eye around the page. Can I get that off? There we go. There, orders attended to day or night. One other thing I'm thinking I would like. There's always one other thing. Okay, that soaked in really fast. Faster than I wanted. Let's see if I can get any of that to move. Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. And it's still darker than I want. Don't know if I can pick any of it up. Yeah, I did some. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I have an alternate plan. to age this a bit. And in order to do that, I'm going to grab another stamp. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to call that good. So that's the journal page for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're working in your journals and having a good time. So I'll see you again next time. Bye.